All right, well, we had a really good meeting with Richard, the architect, and my design consultants. Basically, it was a real plan on next steps and what it needs to happen and who needs to be involved prior to starting the build. So a couple of things. They highly recommended that I get a quantity surveyor. Now, I've spoken to a couple of mates about this and I wasn't too sure, but essentially I think it's a really good idea because what they do is they look at the scope of works, and this is a pretty significant renovation. I'm taking the roof off. I'm really opening up the space up here. So the living area, dining, kitchen are all really big one open space. And I'm adding a balcony on the western side because the light's really beautiful. So it's quite big. So they look at the scope of works and then they try and work out a budget. And I haven't really gone into the budget phases because I have no idea. I mean, I've got a secret budget in mind, which I'm not really letting them know about because everything I hear from people is that it's always going to take that much longer and that much more expensive. So I think if you kind of tap it down a little bit, hopefully you'll get to what your budget really is. So that's what I'm doing. So anyway, quantity surveyor looks at everything. It kind of determines what finishes you're after. It's the whole thing about beer budget, champagne taste. You know, for me, I don't want top of the line. I can't really afford ridiculous, you know, top. But medium to top for me is good. So I'm going to spend money on the things that are really important and invest in really good quality kitchen because I live in the kitchen and the master bathroom. They're the two things I really think I don't want to cut too many corners on. Guest bathroom and stuff and, you know, little WCs and en-suites and everything, I think you can kind of cheat here and there and make it look good without spending a fortune. So quantity surveyor, so I've got a couple of quotes coming in to get one of those on board and he'll be able to determine what I want to do and then what that may cost. And I don't know what that's going to be. Anyway, it's a good thing. So structural engineer is the next guy I have to talk to and he's already been here once. Essentially, I am taking off the roof, as I said. It's going to be a lightweight build, but I'm in a really exposed area with high winds and whatnot. So structural engineer will really understand what is important in terms of the construction of the roof. Because I got to tell you, when the nor'easterlies come through, you know, you could be like Mary Poppins here. So I've got to make sure that with a lightweight build, that obviously it's all going to be completely sound. So that's the next stage, is getting those consultants on board. The DA goes in, hopefully that's not too far away because I'm really happy with the way the house is looking. And then the whole process starts with the construction certificate. So that's when they sat there and they went, oh my God, you need, you know, this consultant and that expert and blah, 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 hydraulic engineers and whoever. And I'm thinking, shit, all I'm saying is just dollars and dollars and dollars before we even break ground here. So I really have to factor in all these consultants, all these certificates, the money for the DA. That has to come out of my budget. And that, I hadn't kind of thought about that. I thought that was interesting. Anyway, so yeah, I thought it was valuable. Everyone knows what their job is. I've got to start looking for a builder. That's the most important thing. And what I really understand, I think, in terms of having a relationship with a builder is the amount of trust you have with them. Because Richard was really explaining about how detailed the drawings have to be, which is why essentially he's going to be spending months on that. And then if you don't have a builder that actually, you can have all the drawings you like, but if they don't actually follow them, then you don't know. What do I know? I don't know anything. So one thing we talked about is A, site meetings are really important, but B, you've got to make sure that the builder actually follows exactly these detailed drawings, which are essentially, you know, meter by meter of the house, that he does as he's asked to. So trust, I think, is a big thing. So for me, I think that's about where I'm going to start soon, very soon, is start looking at builders and their latest projects and start talking to them and getting a bit of feel for it. So that's what we're up to. I don't know if I'm actually going to be here for another summer at the end of the year or not. I was hoping that we would have started building the mid to late part of 2017, but anyway, we'll have to get a crack on it and hopefully they can just pull their finger out.